leaning in, speaking loudly, yielding to one another when we know that someone wants to say something. But now I will be quiet and not whisper. I'm done. Okay. Whenever you're ready, my dear.
So we're gonna start off with the big question that Gregory did. Is it possible to get through a hard time without support? Personally, I thought no, and I backed it up with I have 2 pages from Part-Time Indian. So I'm gonna start with page 54 and 55. So it's when Junior's father dropped him off at Reardon for the first time. Obviously Junior was scared because he was like going into a community where he didn't know anybody. And he was even admitted that he was scared or something hard for him to do as like they thought he was all tough. So he thought he was. His dad told him that he loved him and that he could always like he could do it. Those white people aren't better than you. It's on the top of page 55. So that shows that his dad was always by his side, even though when Junior thought he couldn't do it. And then my second piece of evidence for that question is on page 189. It's also a moment where Junior was nervous and scared. He thought that he couldn't do it as in play in the basketball game, and his coach believed in him and he helped him through these times. And he heard something that he didn't hear a lot. Coach said that he could do it. He had hope in him, and like the coach wouldn't stop saying it until he repeated himself. So that's why I picked that it's not possible to get the part-time jobs. Anyone else?
I also said it was not possible to get through tough times without support because when Junior, he also he didn't like sometimes he thought that he didn't have all the support from his parents or from all the teachers. So when for example when he went to school and he was really excited for geometry class, and then when he realized the book that the textbook that Mr. B gave him was his old book, kind of really got upset, and I kind of relate that to like. I kind of relate that to the Kate Hutchinson thing, cause she was like, cause when her husband first got murdered and they found out who it was, she like after when she could get through, she tried to find help from other people to get through it from the person that did it.
I got some quotes from the poem Hope is a Thing with Others.
Now, just a quick reminder, don't forget to just simply restate what the person said before you. Just a reminder.
Okay, she mentioned how it's not possible to make it through our times without support because of what happened to Junior and how the people supported him. Well, I believe it is possible to get through hard times without support because, for example, in Hope is Listening with Others, it mentions on stanza 3 and 4, on line 3 and 4, sing the tunes without the words and never stops at all. And for that, I believe what I got from that is that everybody has hope inside of them. Just some of them haven't untap their potential. And also, in Part-Time Indian, in page 140, it mentions 90% of me wanted to take the break, but I knew if I took that break, I would never make it to a team. That shows how Junior, he didn't really, nobody knew that he could play basketball. But at that time, he didn't have nobody to support him, but he still played basketball. He still tried out, even though he wanted to give up. And he used his hope. He used himself as support and nobody else. So I do believe people get that through hard times without support.
Based on what Matt said about how the coach had supported Arnold on page 140, when you guys all there? Alright, so on page on page 140, when Junior was versing Rowdy for tryouts on 101, when Rowdy was like, Roger, when Roger was winning the 1-on-1 match, and then when Roger finally knocked over Junior, the coach went over to Junior and asked if he wanted to take a break. Or because since Roger was like huge and knocking him over and always winning, the coach wanted to support him to see if he wanted to take a break because he knew that he had potential, because he saw him at a basketball game and he wanted to see if he could take a break and cool down so he could verse him again. And the textual evidence. Okay, what's your name, kid? He asked Arnold. I said, you're from the reservation. Yes. Did you play basketball up there? Yes. For the 8th grade team, who studied my face? I remember you. He said, you're a good shooter. Yeah, I said, who studied my face somewhere, as if he was searching for something. Roger is a big kid, he said. He's huge. I said, you wanted to take him. Do you want to take him again, or do you need a break? Basically, just saying that the coach has supported him, saying if he wants to go against Roger again, or if he wants to take a break.
So just make it clear for that question, would it to be no? You do need support
Yeah.
to go down.
I'll add on to what Pierre said, but with a different book, which is Eleanor and Park. Because when Richie found out about Park, Eleanor was, she was upset, she was a bit depressed too, when she was married. And, and Park was there to support her. And it states on page 291 of Eleanor and Park.
No worries, guys. If you don't have the book, you can just write down the page numbers for now.
Yeah, I think I do support. It says, do you think I even care about that right now? He held her face in his hands. Do you think I care about anything but you? It shows how Park cares about Eleanor, and that even with what she's going through, he's supporting her. Because he knows that how Richie would react. Like, he knew how he would treat Eleanor if she went back home. And if it wasn't for Park, she would probably went back home instead of helping her get to her uncle's house.
So you're saying that you do need support?
Yeah.
Based on what Ashley said about connecting to Eleanor Park, I want to connect to my personal experience. That was in 2011, November 1st. I was going through hard times because at that moment, my grandma had died, my dad's mom, and she meant like a lot to my father. And once my dad called me and saying that she died, I was like, I had a heart attack because I remember going to the Dominican Republic that same year and coming back, and the way that she said bye to me, she was like, oh, I'm saying, she was like, I don't think I'm ever going to see you again, so take care and always be brave in everything that you do. And I think I think it's not possible to get to hard times without support. That's
I can also sort of connect what you said. My own personal experience. When I first got here in America, I thought it was really hard. People weren't accepting me. They were judging me. They were looking at me weird, funny. They were making weird comments. And if my mom, especially my mom, because my dad was already here, if my mom hadn't said, you know, you're gonna like it afterwards, you're brave enough, you can do this, I think I probably wouldn't make it, because I didn't have a lot of friends. I only had 2 friends. So I think it's possible, but it's really hard to go without support.
Connecting with Lisa said, when I just came from Ecuador, I was 9 years old. I didn't know how to speak English. Most of the people judged me. They said stupid things about me. My friend, the only friend that I had, it was Giselle. She used to say that I have to be brave. My parents, they told me that I'm smart, and yeah, they support me. And now I'm in honors classes, and yeah,
So we're gonna wrap up, we're gonna go to the next question, which is, does the environment determine one's destiny? So like, I said yes, because junior, hello,
After you give for someone to your left. Stand up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
you're welcome. So, the environment determines one's destiny. I said it does because while Junior was on the school and the reservation involved in it, he knew that basically almost 99% of those kids did not go to college. So he knew that he had to make a change for his education to make it better. So that's when he decided to go to Raritan. And that's on page 45. He asked his parents who had the most hope, because that's where he wanted to go, so he could make it better for himself. And obviously, at the time, they answered white people because they were wealthier, they were like just more advanced, like you can say. And then, like, he told them that they wanted such school, that he wanted such schools, and like they were trying to guess like what schools he wanted to go to. They kept guessing until he said no, he wanted to go to Raritan, which is 22 miles away from the Rex. Like he knew that he wouldn't be accepted there at first. As you can see, like on the next page, on page 46, it says 1 week. During 1 week when I was little, Dad got stopped again 3 times for DWI, driving while Indian. So that shows that their neighborhood doesn't accept Indians, but he still wants to make the change to go somewhere else and what's for better than him, to help us better. So, and also, he didn't wait to make the change. He knew that it was better for him, so he did it right then and there. So if you go to the poem by Ecclesiastes, I'm back there. It's all about, like, I'm not going to refer to a line because the whole poem is about doing what's best at that time, because there's only going to be one time, and he knew that that was the right time to do what he needed to do.
Matt, I'm gonna have to disagree on your evidence, because the only reason why Junior went to Reardon was because Mr. P came to his house and encouraged him and said that he had hope to be better than where he is. And he said that he's been fighting his entire life since they were born with all the strokes and brain damage that he's been doing. Mr. P encouraged him and said that he has more hope and he should belong here, or else he will end up like the other Indians, Spokane Indians with his reservation. That's the only reason why Junior went to his parents to transfer to Reardon.
I believe that it resolves that environment does not determine one's identity. In Escalade, I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, you said it. It mentions in, I think, stanza 22 or something, that spirit of humans ascend upward and what the spirit of animals descend down to earth. I believe that environment does not determine one's identity, but what people think about that person, not what the person thinks about themselves. So basically, the part I took out from there meant to me that no, we all live in the same earth. We don't really know where we all are going to go. People